Let's get back to the countdown with one of the most polarizing outfielders in the sport right now. Watch. Steve, he's number 21. He's slid 7 spots, but this is a Jekyll and Hyde performance from last year.
I mean, he was hurt. He played with like a broken hand. And so I think we have to have some, forgiveness in what those numbers were. When healthy, the first half of the season, he's one of the best offensive players in the game. He's a 5-tool guy. He can defend, he can throw, he can run, he can steal bases, he's got power, he can hit for average, he gets on base. He's one of 2 players who have more walks than strikeouts over the last couple of years, one so to the other. And so we're talking about a guy who's extraordinary plate discipline and focus, and the ability to hit the ball in the ballpark and run. He can do a lot of things. Yes, there are some shortcomings with it. He's not the most passionate guy in the world. He's not really the lead guy in any one team, but he's a 5-tool player that impacts the game in so many different ways.
The most important thing you said, I think, with all that was he wasn't healthy, and it was a hand injury. And I think when you look at him and the type of hitter that he is, he really relies on his hands. And you can tell he pulled the ball more than he's ever had in his career, which lets me know that he needed his hands to be able to get through a baseball. He couldn't do that. So his go-to was, I got to pull the baseball. I got to pull the baseball to cheat to a fastball. When you don't have your hands, you don't have your velocity with your bat speed, and you don't have the exit velo coming off that bat. I think that wasn't what we saw, what we know of him. I think the future is bright. I think he's going to go back to being that elite player we've seen in the past.
Well, he's surrounded by a bunch of elite players. This new Dodger lineup that Kyle Tucker's in is going to be bananas good.
Dynamic. You're talking about the impact bat, length and balance to the lineup. He is going to drive in a ton of runs on this team, a major factor for the LA Dodgers.
You only have one for next year, Kyle Tucker or Nick Kurtz. Who you taking?
Oof, Nick Kurtz.
Nick Kurtz.
Looks like the research department messed this up. Looks like they messed this up.
I mean,
this is what we do on the list. This is what we do, Steve.
This is good.
It all started with Pete Crow Armstrong, just 1 spot behind Junior Caminero, then a bunch of pitchers. Then you see on the right side of your screen, Jordan and Corey sliding from last year's poll. Nick Kurtz only at number 23, the highest debut on this year's countdown, and Kyle Tucker at number 21. We come back and put a bow on this installment of the top 100 players right now.
And a big day in Los Angeles as Kyle Tucker was introduced to Dodgers fans. Tucker agreed to a historic 4-year, $240 million deal to join the already loaded Dodgers. The deal includes a $64 million signing bonus and opt-outs after years 2 and 3. Here they are earlier today.
Like all of these things, like the incredible support from our ownership group to, give back to the fans that are coming out, and the packs of 4 million last year. So I think we felt like let's continue to pour into them, into the team. It was one of those things where we were kind of waiting around and being in contact, and then it came together pretty quickly over, probably 5 to 7 days.
Kyle's kind of mindset on the micro, the day-to-day, just winning a baseball game, that kind of is in line with what we do. But do I think, as you said, an MVP candidate? Absolutely. Do I think he can win a Gold Glove? Absolutely. So I think that's kind of, if you're talking about other things, yeah.
Perfectly said.
Ringing endorsement there from Dave Roberts, and deservedly so as you take a look at the WAR leader since 2021, Kyle Tucker, 4th in all of baseball. Some pretty good company to be keeping, including his new teammate Mookie Betts, as we welcome Kyle in. Kyle, live at Dodger Stadium, thank you so much for joining us. It is official, my friend. How do you feel now that you're donning that jersey?
Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you for having me. Yeah, very excited to be here out in LA with the Dodgers organization. So I'm excited to get to spring training here in a few weeks, and come out here for opening day once the season starts. So I'm extremely excited for me and my family to join such a amazing organization. I mean, like I said, this is a first class organization from top down, and I think the players kind of speak for themselves with what they do out on the field. So I'm excited to be here.
When you talk to the officials, and first, congratulations. When you talk to the officials of the Dodgers, what did they talk to you about with Doc Roberts? Playing right field for sure, and where are you going to hit the lineup, do you think?
Yeah, I had a quick conversation with him about how he kind of saw where I fit in with the team in terms of playing or lineup situation. I was like, I'll play wherever you want, hit wherever you want, if it means lead off, ninth, whatever you need me to do, and whatever you think helps this team win. But he mentioned playing right field, batting in the top kind of part of the lineup. But we'll probably hash those little things out throughout spring training. So I'm excited to get to it and get to work.
I can only imagine. Speaking of working, you had quite the welcome today. Max Muncy, Shohei Ohtani were at the stadium to say hello. How did those conversations go?
It was fun. I mean, I've only kind of just played against those guys. Never actually got to meet them in person and just kind of say what's up and hang out and talk with them for a little bit. So it was cool to meet them face to face here at the stadium today. So they're great people. Obviously, they do their thing out on the field, and their play kind of speaks for itself. But I mean, it's cool to kind of meet some of the guys here today, and I'm looking forward to doing it a little bit more when spring training rolls around.
It's kind of a unique situation, though. It's great that you got to meet some of them, but there is a chemistry and a culture with this two-time defending team. This is your third team in 3 years, so you've had a little taste of it. How do you think you'll fit in, or will it be easy to fit in, you believe?
I think it'll be all right. I mean, a lot of that kind of stuff gets hashed out throughout spring training. Just being around the guys in the clubhouse, kind of hanging out, doing some off the field stuff, whether it's just hanging out, coming over people's houses, or just grabbing some dinners. But I mean, I've heard nothing but great things about this group, both on and off the field. So I'm excited to, meet a lot of the people, build some relationships here, and, get to work and get things started on trying to win another World Series.
Yeah, no better way to bond than a road trip early on in this season. Kyle, new team, new number. Obviously, Doc's number was number 30. I heard that you asked him, and he was reluctant to give it over, but you are wearing 23 in honor of your former teammate, Michael Brantley. What is your relationship like with him?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, obviously, like I said, I had a quick conversation with Doc. I kind of knew how it would go, but I figured I'd at least give a courtesy, call, discuss it with him. But I was like, I got a backup number. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not trying to mess anything up that we got going over here. But yeah, I mean, Brantley's been a big part of, my career, both on and off the field. So I figured, be a great backup number if I had to ever get away from 30. So I think it fits pretty well.
Well, it's a great number. Eric Karros wore the number. Two Dodger greats. Kirk Gibson wore the number as well. If you had a pinch me moment, you go into the offseason, you're thinking to yourself, okay, years of contract, you're talking with your representation, average annual value of the contract, and now you get this 4-year deal. Is there a pinch me moment that's happened so far to you where you go, I can't believe this?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. And I mean, I couldn't be more happy to be out here. Me and my family are going to really enjoy our time here. They do a phenomenal job with the family, both at the games or, away from the field. So I'm really excited about that. I mean, a lot of it's kind of all happened at once. So I'm sure I'll probably get to that point, kind of running around doing a bunch of stuff right now. But I mean, I kind of feel like once, the season actually starts and you get out to LA and get to the stadium and, get rolling with the ceremony and everything that they got for opening day and getting out to the field and get things rolling, I think that's kind of probably be where it really hits me with that.
Yeah, you know what they say, the game doesn't change, but the signing bonus does. We have to ask, what are you going to do with that check?
Well, I got to find some housing around here, so
not cheap out there.
Figure out where to live. But I mean, I kind of stick to who I am with in terms of that. I don't really change who I am just because of whatever. But might have to pay for a dinner or something here now. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I couldn't be more excited to join this team. I mean, like I said, this team, both on the field and off the field, is, I think, one of the best, if not the best, at what they do. And obviously, that kind of is a reflection to the success that they've had over a long period of time now.
Kyle, you've had some nagging injuries the last couple of years. What are you doing now that you're ramping up for spring training to take care of your health?
Yeah, obviously, for me, I want to post and be out there as much as I can. I mean, that's probably the biggest asset as a player, is to just be available, to go out there and post every single day, just so you can put up your numbers and help the team win. I mean, I try and do everything I can to do that and go out there and play. I mean, that's my job, is to go out there and play and do the best I can. So I just try and do as much in the off season to prepare me once spring training rolls around, and then just kind of get with the strength coaches, medical staff, and kind of kind of blended in with some of my people and just make sure I'm as good to go or as close to 100% as I can be throughout the year, and just kind of keep that rolling throughout the whole season, because it is a long season. So if you're kind of at least kind of ahead of the game, and when it comes to that stuff, it kind of works out.
Yeah, and a lot of core conditioning there on the links. How's the golf game lately? We saw the video on Instagram. Swing looks good, Kyle.
Yeah, you can make anything look good on.
Put it in slow-mo.
No, it was first take. It was first takes. But no, I have fun playing golf, and if you got a good group of guys going out there with you, I mean, you can shoot a 110 or a 72. Like, it doesn't really matter. I'm just out there to have fun and hang out and have a good time with the guys.
Yeah, one of the best activities. You're out in the sunshine, enjoying the day, and swinging the clubs there. Kyle, once again, congratulations. Good luck this season. Good luck house hunting.
Yeah, well, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. That's Kyle Tucker. Coming up next.
今回も動画をご視聴いただき誠にありがとうございました。今回の内容はいかがでしたでしょうか。もしよろしければチャンネル登録と高評価をしていただけると今後の動画制作の励みになります。それではまた次回の動画でお会いしましょう。